There is no one quite like the artist known as Poppy. She is a standout figure in grunge, punk, and metal, having received Grammy nominations twice for Best Metal Performance, and her Improbably Poppy videos on YouTube satisfy her 3 million subscribers who marvel at her range as a performance artist and satirist of the music industry. Poppy is now into her next daring era with the release of her 6th full-length album, Negative Spaces. Let's listen to her song, The Cost of Giving Up. And Poppy, kind enough to join us now live in studio. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the news.
So many people have described you and your music in many different ways. How do you describe yourself and your music?
I describe myself as a being, an idea. And also I would describe the music as an experimental venture.
Throughout a lot of your music, people hear from very soft vocals to a really kind of a screaming rage. I want to take another listen to a song just so people can hear your range. Some full-throated screams at times. What does it take to really have that kind of versatility in your sound?
Anger.
Where does that rage come from?
I think just opposing a lot of my surroundings over time. I feel nowadays it's a proper vessel for me to put it into the music.
I mean, I guess my 2 questions really. Do you still have it currently? And is it still real, or is it just a continuation of a feeling that you had from years ago?
I think it's a little bit of both. But my favorite thing to do is to perform. Like tonight, when I'm on stage, I think of the song and the lyrics and what they meant to me at the time they were written, but also how they apply to maybe a simple frustration from earlier in the day.
Now, many people know you, of course, from your YouTube series, Improbably Poppy. Some people will compare that to Pee-wee Playhouse, right? But for other audiences who may not even remember that, how would you describe that?
I feel like it's my wonderland of landscape that I get to try out new things that I find exciting, funny, and I always felt one day I would be able to have a show where I have puppets and they would become my friends.
What made you decide music is really what it sounds like, let me know if you agree, was a therapeutic outlet for you?
I would say I was a bit afraid of my voice starting out, and then when I was able to record visual content or music and put it out on the internet and then look away, it was a way for me to express myself without having to deal with the direct, immediate response. It was like dropping it into the ocean.
Do you feel most your authentic self when you're performing?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a moment that will never happen again.
All right, Poppy, of course, on tour right now. Thank you so much for coming by. Want to let our viewers know you can listen to Poppy's latest album, Negative Spaces, wherever you stream your music. And she's touring on the East Coast for the next 2 weeks before heading west.